Hello, Tea Treats, and welcome to the very first podcast. You are with
Tracy Deuce, aka Deuce Baby, aka Swag Baby.
and
Mackenzie, aka Taylor, aka Duties, aka Yeah.
and this is Nightcap with Sweet Tea. So, my very first podcast, who better to have than my two heartbeats to introduce this very first podcast? And so, we are talking tonight about life after divorce and their personal experience with how they feel and felt, and the transition from being in a household with a mother and father and going to a household, or now being in a household with just a mom. So I am going to ask them various questions, and neither one of them have been prepped for this. These are questions that they have not heard. So these are going to be organic responses. And so let's just jump right on in. So the first question I have for you, and I'm going to ask you first. So I also want everyone to know that his name is Tracy, and this is Taylor Mackenzie. He is Stink. I call him Stink, and this is Ken. So, or Puda. So those, if you hear me, calling them those names, and you're like, who is she referring to? Those are my names for the kids. So Ken, the first question: How did you feel once you knew that your dad and I were getting a divorce?
I felt pretty upset because I don't know, it's just like growing up with a household with your mom and your dad is kind of like natural, and you just grow up with it, and like once you realize that your parents aren't going to be together anymore, it's just like, oh, like, wow, why are they getting a divorce, or what happened? So I was pretty upset because I was a daddy's girl.
Okay. And I have the same question for you. How did you feel once you found out that we were getting a divorce?
Let me tell y'all something about me real quick. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
We're gonna keep it real on the
I'm
show.
gonna keep it,
Period.
yeah.
That's the whole point of this show.
I ain't really feel nothing. I didn't really feel no type of way. I was driving at the time, so I was like, not even trying to be funny, but I was like, I can get a parking spot.
So where we live, we have two assigned parking spaces, and he's saying that his thought was a parking space would be freed up in front of the house, so now he does not have to park in the visitors or
the end of the street.
Yeah.
Street.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Okay. That's pretty interesting. All right. So my next question is at Ken again. Tell me how it made you feel once you found out, I had a boyfriend, because there was a period of time after our separation and into the divorce where I met someone and we dated for almost a year. And so during that time, I obviously introduced him, to my family, my whole family, including the kids. So my question to you is, once, that happened, what did you feel with that?
It was quite a change because I think I met him in August when we were going to that pumpkin patch. We were going to a pumpkin patch in Pennsylvania, and that was my first time. So it felt kind of weird because after the divorce he hasn't been with anybody, so besides my dad. So it felt weird.
What was weird about it? Just unfamiliar?
Yeah.
Did it make you feel uncomfortable?
A little bit because, well, actually not really, because like it wasn't like on the first day he was spending the night. But if that was the case, then I would be pretty uncomfortable. To be honest, I would just close and lock my door.
Okay. Did you feel like he was taking time away from you?
No.
So you felt like I was still equally giving you the necessary time and spending time with you?
Yeah.
Okay. This is for you, Stink. After witnessing a divorce and seeing it firsthand in your household, what type of husband do you think you would be?
I'm definitely one to learn from others' mistakes. So what type of husband I be, I can't give you that answer because I'm still learning myself.
That's a really good answer. That's
Yeah.
honest. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know because I'm still going through the process of learning how to be a man myself.
So is there anything specific that you've seen that you know will be an immediate thing that you would change as far as being a husband?
I know for sure that I will always be there for my kids because I know what it feel like to not have that father figure. I can't say that from a female's perspective, but from a male's perspective, I know how that feels, and I wouldn't want nobody to feel that way, cause it's an empty feeling, it's a lost feeling, and I'm glad I had the head on my shoulders that I do, cause I could have been into a whole lot more than what I already was, but I digress, cause I'm getting off track, but I know for sure I'll be there for my kids. I know I will invest time into my wife and just be compassionate. I wouldn't put my feelings first or my needs first.
And just to let you guys know, that's a whole nother podcast as far as, you know, husband and wife's roles and what it is to what it looks like to be a husband, what it looks like to be a wife. All of that stuff will be coming up. So, all right, that's good. Were either one of you upset about the idea or the decision?
Of what, your divorce?
Yes.
Yes, I was.
You were upset that we were getting
Yeah,
a
divorce, yeah.
Okay. What was the feeling behind that? Was it a feeling of fear? Was it a feeling of things will be different? Our families were like, talk to me about what feeling you was feeling. What made you upset?
What had made me upset was because of what he did, and like, I don't know, it was just a change, so it was just really unexpected. So.
Okay. What about you? Were you upset?
No, I wasn't. Like I said, I didn't have no type of emotion with that. It was more like so this is happening, I'd be like, alright, I mean.
So is it safe to say you were pretty numb?
Yeah.
And so after 2.5 years, you still feel numbness? You can't relate to any type of emotion from the divorce?
No.
Okay. Why?
Because growing up, it was just us, me and you, for 9 years. Not 9 years straight. It'd come over from time to time, and it would be over in multiple days of the week.
Let me explain what he's saying for those that don't know the story. So their dad and I met each other in 1990. Well, we met each other when I was a young teen. We got together in 1997, like right after I graduated high school. And a year later, I got pregnant. We got pregnant with our son. And so for 12 years, we were on and off as boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mama, baby daddy. We were on and off for 12 years. Then in 2008, during her on period, Mackenzie, I got pregnant with Mackenzie and she was born. And so 3 years after that, we decided to get married. So we didn't get married until 2011. Lily wants attention. So we didn't get married until 2011, and so that's what he's speaking about.
But from well, as long as I can remember, it was just us, me and my mom, living together until I was 9.5. She was here, and that's when he moved in, and that was that. By the time me being 9 years old, it's just us. The relationship wasn't really there.
It wasn't really there with who?
With me and my father. The relationship wasn't really there. So once I found out that he was leaving again, I'm like, all right, well, this is going back to
What you were used to.
Yeah, just duties is here.
Okay. Has either one of you seen a change in me since then? Since the divorce, have you guys noticed, like, am I different? Am I the same? Or
I know this is different.
okay,
It's a lot.
explain.
It's not. You're not as aggy as you used to be.
What does that mean?
Like, say you'll come home from work, kirking out as soon as you come in the door. Something is wrong. You just gotta speak about it. Now you're more lenient on us if stuff isn't done around the house, or if our rooms is not as neat as you would want it to be. Things of that nature. You're just not as aggy. Not as punctual or get as irritated so fast as you used to.
So you're saying that I'm not as tense.
Yeah.
I don't seem as stressed.
Yes.
Do you?
I would have to disagree.
Okay.
Because, okay, the only reason why is because, okay, let's say that there is trash sitting at the back door and my brother hasn't gotten it in like the full day, and he's sitting here laying down or on his phone or something, right? He's like, Stink, go get that trash. No yelling, no nothing. If I'm upstairs and I don't put away dishes, or if I don't clean the dishes, Ken, you've been upstairs in your room all day just doing nothing, playing Roblox, and yada yada yada, and you need to go get those dishes. So I feel like, yeah, that's why I have to disagree. But a change, I feel like you've gotten stronger, and like Stink said, that she's more like leaning toward our side and kind of let us do more.
Okay.
I want to touch on that though.
Okay. All right.
Now, what duties don't understand, right? It's two adults in here. One works like a job, and I do entrepreneur things. So I don't be here a lot of the time. Most of my work be outside. Like I be out running around and stuff. She's here all the time. So of course she's gonna yell at you more. Because you're here, like you said, you just said it. You're here playing Roblox. And I be gone.
Yeah, but if you're sitting here laying down, the trash, it takes like 2.5 seconds to take some trash out and put it in the garbage bin, and then you can wash your hands and come lay back down.
So what I'm understanding, or what I'm hearing, is you think that I'm harder on you than him.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. So you think my delivery is stronger with you than him.
Yeah. And we've had this conversation before, though.
Okay. Maybe another
That's why I had to add
podcast.
one.
Maybe we need to have another podcast just on that. So, all right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. What are your thoughts about me continuing to date, or even one day marrying?
That'll. I don't know. All I can say is that because I'm not in the future, So all I can say is that it'll be a change, like in the household, because it depends on how he likes things. Well, this is your house, but like I don't know if he's gonna be strict, if he's not gonna be strict, or what. So it's just gonna be changes. Yeah.
How do you feel about me getting remarried?
I don't mind. I don't really know what to call the feeling. I don't really know.
Okay. Do you think you will welcome it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was taught to respect people. We both were. So, even if they give off like a bad vibe, I was taught to be the bigger person. So.
Okay. And so, with there not being another male in the house at the time, right now, do you naturally feel like it's a responsibility of yours to step up and take on the responsibilities that maybe a husband or a man of the house would be doing? Do you feel like that's your responsibility as my son?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Most definitely, because I'm at an age now where I'm just a kid is an excuse. So I have to, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I have to step up and do what's necessary as being the man of the house, the male of the house. Not only for you, but for duties too. Yeah, it's just my duties. And it's just, well, for me, it's just natural. I just felt like I just naturally, like it wasn't no big mindset thing to me shifting over to that. Like,
It just came to you naturally. So would that contradict what she's saying about the trash sitting in the back?
No, because I naturally take it out.
Okay, so I don't know. I may have to disagree with that all the time. I mean, all the time, it may not quite be that way. So you have firearms here, and you went through the class. You're also licensed in many states, to carry. Do you feel like you would have still done that, as early as you did it, if your dad was still here, or did you feel like you needed to do it because you needed an extra layer, or felt like there needed to be an extra layer of protection in the home?
To answer the first question, would I have done it if you still had that early? Yes, because I think you can never be too safe. And two, me being an artist, my imagination is very graphic. So the last thing that is, not to get too in detail, the last thing I would want is for anything to happen to anybody in here under my watch. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have definitely got it that early. And me being a business owner, it's only right, because being licensed to carry, to walk outside, you never know who can be envious and watching, and that too. I never know who can be watching me come in here. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people don't care out here, so you can just never be too careful. But I wanted to go the legal way, the legal route into doing so.
And does it give you a sense of protection? Do you feel better with having firearms and experience, and
Yeah. Sometimes I be forgetting they head. Like, cause I grew up. I know how to fight, so it's like that. I don't feel like I need it, but it's always good to.
That's not the first thing you would run to. Okay.
Right.
If you needed to defend the home.
Right.
Okay. So Ken, shortly after our separation, clearly, you took it the hardest. We made that clear. She was really, sad for months. For months, she would, it was really hard. She would beg me, to be back with her dad and kind of like, plead for him. It was really touching and very hard to deal with, to the point where I felt like I needed, assistance with dealing with it, because she had taken it so hard. And it was just, at one period of time, it was almost daily that she was begging and asking, can, me and her dad be back together? And I would, explain to her as best as I could, without giving her too much, the reasons why, and that, we're both looking to be in a happier place. And so I ended up, putting her in therapy. And so my question to you, do you feel that therapy helped? And if so, in what ways did it help you?
It helped me like overcome like that and understand that that is just final and you like it's just over with. So it just helped me altogether just come to understand that it's like that's the end of it. I can't really do anything to help it.
And did it help you feel better about the situation being so permanent?
Because I don't think I was in 4th grade at the time, or 5th grade, I think. So I don't think I understood as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were just trying to understand exactly what was going on at the time, and the whys, and okay. Did you ever feel like it was your fault?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good, because it wasn't. It wasn't either one of your faults. Is there anything, either one of you guys, this is a question for both, that you would change about our household, the way we function, the way we operate? If so, what changes would you guys want to make?
Nothing much. Nothing at all, actually.
I can't think of nothing. Yeah.
It says a lot. I'm doing a great job, guys.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, but
I can't
that's
say
good. That to me, that tells me that we have a healthy home. I'm asking 2 kids, 2 different genders, 2 different ages. They're 9 years apart, and for both of them to give a response of no, we love the way things are. That makes my heart smile, because anybody that has gone through a divorce, that have children, know that it's a heavy impact on your household, and it's a restructure. Things change, and there are different patterns, and then it's one parent in here, and so I'm carrying the weight of all. I'm working, I'm doing everything falls on me, and at the same time I'm trying my best to be there for them and be the best parent that I can be to them, and that means with communication. When I'm tired and I get stressed, I feel stressed at times, I feel sad at times, but I still have to be this mom. I still have to be strong for them. I still have to be there for them, because it has nothing to do with them when I'm in those emotions. So it makes me feel really, really good to hear that there would be nothing that they can change, because I know that I have moments where I am irritated, and I can be cranky and snappy, and so I appreciate that. That's really good to know. Stink, I wanted to know from you, who or what motivates you to be so ambitious? where do you get your drive to want to be so successful? You have multiple things going on. You're trying to flip homes, buy homes, and flip homes. You have your own clothing line. You're doing music. You're doing beats. And am I missing anything? Did I leave anything out? Not market, exchange. What is it called?
Boy, I'm not in that no more.
Okay, well, at one point you were doing that. So I know that you have multiple things going on, and trying to, be the successful person. Where do you pull that drive from, and what motivates you to want to do so well?
Just looking at our family. I'm tired of the same thing over and over. Not the immediate family. I'm talking about extended family. Just saying that I
So
don't.
family history.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't.
So you're trying to change
Yes.
cycles and.
I want to break the curse. I'm trying to be that one. I honestly think in my mind, right or wrong, I honestly think in my mind, if I don't, who will? So I'm taking all the sacrifices that need to be made, so that nobody else ever has to go through with.
Such a struggle.
Yes, and don't get me wrong, it's hard. It's very hard. Anybody that's taking on entrepreneurship will understand where I'm coming from, because it's no joke. It's no joke, but it has to be done. It has to be. It's no way around.
What are some of the things that you're experiencing and running into with this?
Entrepreneurship is a very lonely journey. Very lonely journey, because it's like the friends.
My therapist told me a lonely journey is a successful journey. That you only will be on your own journey by yourself, and it feels extremely lonely. But you have a goal, and you will get to that goal.
Yes, very lonely, because it's like you have a vision, and you tell everybody, you tell all these people about a vision that you have, their end goal, and they throw their doubts on you. They don't mean no harm. They just trying to look out for you because they love you. But some people are either envious or other things too. Scared, might project their fears on you. So that leads to discouragement. It could lead to depression. You know what I'm saying? You might
Drugs,
all
alcohol.
that stuff. Just it takes a toll on the mind. So you really gotta be mentally there. You have to be. It start with the mindset first. Once you shift that mindset over from being a worker to working for yourself, all that changes. That's the first step right there. But the journey though is very lonely, because your friends, you just lose friends over time, and then you might have one or two friends, close friends that
Everybody
you know
ain't
what I'm
gonna come
saying?
with you.
Yeah, and they might be on the same path as you, and then they might get discouraged. So now it's just you, and you frustrated because you trying to figure things out. Bills still coming; those don't die. So it's like you trying to pay off your personal expenses, as well as keep up with whatever you got going on, whether that's music, if you're selling merchandise, if you're doing hair, makeup, anything, because all that stuff costs money too. It's not free. So it's a very challenging but interesting journey, because once things start to fall in line, that's it. It's over with. So I would say that suffering is very worth it. That suffering will lead to that success, that end goal. And once you touch that end goal, you just gotta know what you're doing. It's a lot of stuff to learn with being an entrepreneur as well. A lot of people don't know how to manage their money. For example, I'm just gonna be real quick. For example, like somebody can have $1 million, be $1 million business, but they could be spending more on a business than they're recouping. Doesn't necessarily make them successful. Is you just got a lot of money. You don't know what you're doing with it though. So with being an entrepreneur, business period, you gotta learn how to manage your money. Gather a team.
That's good information.
Yeah, I just wanted to put
I'm
that out there.
completely green on the entrepreneurship, so I'm living vicariously through him. So that brings me to the point of wanting to let both of them know individually how, and I'm trying not to get choked up here, but how proud I am of my children. I'm proud of you because it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of planting your feet in the ground. And, you know, it's, as you said, it's hard. It's not easy, but you wake up every day with this aura about you that I'm going to get it, you know, I'm going to do it, and you believe it, and that's the difference. Believing it is just like half the battle when you believe it. My son don't do drugs. He doesn't drink, you know, and we come from a family that is very, very much indulged into drinking and, you know, and smoking. And I'm so proud of him that, you know, he could have easily, like he said, you know, from peer pressure, from being around it, growing up around it, you know, he could have easily turned out a different way, but he chose his path, and his path is, I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make a difference, and I'm going to have an impact on my family that is going to be so amazing. And I'm just really, really, really proud of him. And I think that's also what helps me to not be so uptight with them, and not, you know, come on so strong, because I see the drive that both of them have, that the ambitious spirit that they have. I don't have lazy bum, for lack of better words, kids, and so it's not. It comes easy to love them and the way that I love them, and to treat them, I mean, like humans, you know, and give them the respect that they deserve. I'm proud of Ken. Ken has always been an amazing student in school. She's been dancing since she's been 3. Both of my kids are super talented, and they don't get that from me. I won't take the credit for that. They are very, very talented, and they use their talent, and I just see it every day. I mean, we're in here cracking up laughing like every day. This is a household that laughs every single day because, you know, they're just so funny. But she does wonderful in school. She makes great decisions, and they listen to me. I love the fact that we have a safe place with each other, and that safe place is we're comfortable with communicating with each other and talking with each other and expressing our feelings to each other, and being able to talk it through and work it out, and not feel offended, or not feel like I can't say this to him, or I can't say this to mom, or, you know, I think we're each other's safe place, and we are at this point all that we have. And so I'm so very proud of both of them. They do an amazing job. So before we wrap up, I wanted to play a little game with them. And this game is called Get It From Your Mama or You Your Daddy's Child. Okay, slobbing. You get it from your mama or you your daddy's child?
You your daddy's child.
What'd you say?
Mommy.
No, it's
Bruh.
daddy.
Bruh.
Daddy.
Mommy sleeping good. Yeah.
That's true. That's facts. That's facts. You get it from your mama or you your daddy's child? Being forgetful.
Your daddy's child.
Yeah, I agree.
Liking
Yeah.
school.
You your daddy's child. Mommy hates math. Everything.
I agree.
Everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Being clumsy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You have to think about that.
Yeah.
Being clumsy.
I ain't never seen Dad be clumsy.
His phone. But,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's really it. You your mama's child.
Okay. Exercising.
You your mama's
Dad.
child. Mommy goes to the gym 24/7.
Oh, now, yeah.
Now, so I guess it's switched because
Yeah.
years ago, I guess he was the athletic one, and I was just feeding my face. Now I'm a gym head, so eats a lot.
Dad. Dad, bruh.
Okay,
That, yeah.
and the last question is saving money.
Mommy all the way.
Mama's child.
Mommy's all the way.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up by, at the end of every podcast, whoever my guests are, I'm going to ask them what their nightcap is. And their nightcap can be somebody that inspired them, somebody that brought peace to them, someone who's helped them. It doesn't even have to be a person. It can be a thing as well. So, what is your nightcap?
This might be a surprise, but actually Mulan. This was actually kind of like a warm up to for school today that I had. Who inspires me? I actually say Mulan because in the movie she kind of proves that a woman or a girl can do anything that a man or boy can do. No matter what your gender is, you can do anything. You can achieve anything.
Okay.
I would say mine is my younger self. I was a knucklehead child, and just thinking back on that, you don't know, just thinking back on that was I don't want to. That mindset I was in was so dark, and I don't want to go back. Well, I'm not going back to that space. Just thinking about that is very motivational, and it changed my life because it woke me up at a young age.
Okay. My nightcap is going to bed tonight with a peaceful, sound mind after the successful first podcast. So, guys, my sweet treats, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page, Nightcap with Sweet Tea. And you can follow me on IG at Nightcap0424. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Mackenzie, I got pregnant with Mackenzie and she was born. And so 3 years after that, Lily wants attention.
Oh,
she's so
see,
needy.
I was crying.